Want to see something weird?
Come on out. I want you to meet someone. He's the boy I've been telling you about.
This is by no stretch of the imagination that remake of the Disney classic, and we all know how that turned out. This is the new 2026 British indie horror Pinocchio Unstrung, and let me tell you, there is absolutely nothing cute about this story. Now, if you thought that original fairy tale had some dark vibes, this one just takes it to a completely different level.
Lies! Lies, do you hear me? Give my creation life!
Okay, let's go.
Hey fam, it's your boy Rome. Let's get right into it. This movie is fucking brutal. It's the newest movie in the twisted childhood universe, you know, that's been turning all our childhood characters into horror movies. Well, going into this one, I knew from the trailers that I had to see what they were going to do with it. But I didn't know what to expect because, you know, this shit is kind of hit and miss.
He's right, you know.
But being a fan of indie horror and good storytelling, I was really excited to see how they were going to pull off a Pinocchio horror movie. Now, the movie revolves around a boy named James that's going through a really tough time after losing his best friend. Now, to help him cope, he goes to stay with his grandfather, Geppetto, that's played by the legend Mr. Richard Brake. Now, Geppetto tries to cheer him up by introducing him to this magical living wooden doll named Pinocchio. Now, of course, it scares the living shit out of the boy, but eventually they begin to develop a really good friendship. But see, Pinocchio is really naive. It's never seen another living person but Geppetto, and it just stays locked up in the basement and has no clue how the real world works. So when James starts introducing him to a child's view of life and society, the puppet decides to go on this twisted mission to protect James by killing anyone that he thinks is a bad person. And that turns into a brutal killing spree while Pinocchio is just violently killing fools and collecting their body parts because he thinks that can help him to become a real boy just like his friend James.
He's certifiably insane.
The creatives made an awesome decision to make this movie as practical as they possibly could, and they moved away from the heavy CGI for Pinocchio, and it paid off beautifully. He is a fully functional, highly expressive practical animatronic. To pull that off on an indie budget, they brought in Emmy Award-winning special effects legend Mr. Todd Masters. See, he's the guy that did the effects for the Child's Play remake. Watching this physical puppet walk around, interact with the environment, and deliver like some legitimate horror elements and jump scares was absolutely amazing. It gave the movie weight, the texture of the wood, the way the eyes move, the amount of practical blood and gore, and some real horror elements just make this thing feel really grounded. Of course, it does have those classic indie flaws like dialogue that can get a bit simplistic, and you definitely have to turn your brain off some of the logic.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Like, there are times where this wooden puppet is just casually walking around in a public place and people are literally walking right past the thing without even noticing that it was there. Or the fact that he's out here just brutally attacking people and somehow no one hears the chaos going down.
Hey, bro, come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Now, there's also the issue of the score. I felt that it did the film a disservice. There were several points within the movie where that whimsical music that played over the scene just kind of took away from the full impact that it could have had if it had a bolder score. But overall, fam, despite those little flaws, I really liked this. I loved how they handled the lore of the enchanted wood that Pinocchio was made from, how Geppetto was able to use science and the occult to bond a soul to that wood. It gave the whole thing a really cool, mystical, and dark feel.
Hey, Beavis.
Always remember to move the
We've
wood
got
very
wood.
slowly and keep it against
And even though it wasn't as big of a part as I'd hoped, having the legendary Robert Englund voice this sinister, manipulative version of Cricket that's always in Pinocchio's ear and pushing him to do fucked up shit, that was the icing on the cake.
Oh, get off! What the hell? Who are you?
Name's Cricket. Your wood mother sent me to keep you on the right path and obey the grown-ups.
To help James.
That's right. The world's full of rot you need to stop. Like whoever is in that room.
Oh my god!
And remember, piece by piece, we'll take what's left. Everything you need to be real.
Thanks, Cricket. Let's do this. For James.
Let's make that sure.
Fam, I highly recommend you guys seeing this one. I really enjoyed it, and I'll definitely be watching this thing again. It's like going back in time to the 80s and renting a low-budget, full moon movie from the video store. So, if you're like me and you enjoy the weird and the bizarre, then I say grab yourself an adult beverage, put this movie on, buckle up, and get ready for a trip into the absurd. Coming in at an hour and 23 minutes, Pinocchio Unstrung is going to be released on July the 24th if you'd like to check it out for yourself, or hey, maybe you're like me and you already have. Whatever the case, fam, hit me up over in that comment section so we can keep the conversation going about this one, because I can't wait to hear your opinion. But as for mine, Pinocchio Unstrung is watch list approved.
There are no strings